What were we talking about? How did we get here? It's crazy how long Clint Eastwood's been working.
Yeah, it's so funny that Unforgiven, the movie from 1992, was like Clint Eastwood's swan song, and then he made movies for another 30 years,
Yeah, yeah.
like regularly.
What's the movie that rips off Yojimbo that he made? What's that called? It's not The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. It's the other one.
Oh, Fistful of Dollars.
Yeah, Fistful of Dollars. Like, it's crazy. You watch Fistful of Dollars and you're like, who's this rugged old veteran? The movie
Yeah,
came
you're
out
like,
in like
who's this guy in his?
1961.
Yeah, but everyone just looked like that now. At that point,
Yeah, he
Have
was
you ever
probably
seen
like
in?
18.
You ever see In the Line of Fire?
No, I have not.
It's where he plays a Secret Service agent, and you're like, I feel like they would have put you out to pasture already, Clint. It's from like 1996.
1993.
Yeah,
1993.
93. You're like, like part of the bit is that he's a little washed up. That's part of the movie, but like. I'm like, Clint's like, you're too old, It's not like, oh, I'm getting a little too old for this. You're like, God, can you protect the president? Are you old? Are you too old to protect the president?
So I specifically have two movie things that I want to tackle here, and then we'll stop talking about movies and we'll start talking about basketball, as is unfortunately
as we usually do on
as
this
we usually do.
podcast, yeah.
Did a whole hour and a half podcast on movies, and we still got more to talk about. First off, have you seen Sentimental Value yet?
No.
Okay, never mind then. That's an easy skip.
Yeah.
Second,
you don't think the sentimental value conversation is going to do numbers on YouTube?
no, because I have a great Sentimental Value take
Okay,
that I'm waiting to rip off when someone has seen Sentimental Value.
Yeah, I'll fire it up eventually. It's on my list.
Second, how the fuck can you name 3 Jim Jarmusch movies?
Because I was an insufferable high schooler. That's why.
We're
talking about the Cinematrix.
What was your Kate Blanchett less than 50 million?
You want to hear some? You want to hear something fucked up? There's actually 4 Jim Jarmusch movies on my board that I used.
That is outrageous. Did you use Father, Mother, Sister, Brother?
I did use Father, Mother, Sister, Brother, and then
Okay.
I used Adam Driver was in a Jim Jarmusch movie, so I used one of those for the under 50 million.
Yeah. Okay. So I used 2 Jim Jarmusch, both under Jim Jarmusch, both featuring Adam Driver. So
you want to hear
Dead
something
Don't Die.
really messed up? Dead Don't Die. I used Dead Don't
Yeah.
Die. You want to hear something really messed up? Is I could have used more, but they didn't fit the categories. I really like Jim Jarmusch, and I not as much anymore, but like if we're talking like real classic indie guys, that's he's great.
My real sicko one on Cinematrix today was the only Terry Gilliam movie I've ever seen.
Actually, we're talking about it like we can't say the grid like we do because on text because Noah hasn't
played yet.
His hasn't played yet, but like we can talk about what we used.
Yeah, of course.
Adam, have you seen Ghost Dog? The Power of the Samurai?
It's not a real movie.
Ghost Dog. It's about the Ghost Dog, The Way of the Samurai. Ghost Dog, The Way of the Samurai. It stars. Hang on. Let me just pull up an actual synopsis because I don't think I can get through it without laughing if I'm not reading it.
Okay. While you pull that up, can I tell you what I used for my Adam Driver less than 50 million?
Yeah, go for it.
Once again, the only Terry Gilliam movie I've ever seen. The Death of Don Quixote.
The Death of Don Quixote. Interesting. Yeah, that's a good call. Good pull. I use Patterson, the Jim Jarmusch movie.
Yeah.
Where he's a bus driver and he writes poetry.
Also got
it's a delightful little movie.
Got a sick Last Duel pull. I went double oh my god, now I'm blanking on his name. I went Last Duel and House of Gucci.
That's sick.
Yeah.
That's pretty good. All right, here's the last thing before we talk about basketball.
Yeah.
Ghost Dog: The Way of the Samurai from 1999 is a Jim Jarmusch film starring Forrest Whitaker as an African American hitman who lives by the ancient code of the samurai as outlined in the Hagakure.
So wait, is it Le Samurai but Forrest Whitaker?
Kinda. But but more explicitly, he's like, I am a samurai. Like,
okay,
it's not like, yeah.
My introduction to Jim Jarmusch was in an episode of The Simpsons. What is with that show and its weird pulse? The 3 movies that I experienced first through The Simpsons, only to as later as an adult experience them as a real person, were Barton Fink, Naked Lunch, and Jim Jarmusch.
The Naked Lunch Simpsons bit is so funny because it's such a niche joke. It's one of the nichest jokes of all time, and it's so funny.
Well, I have 2 problems with that title.
I have 2 problems.
I have the Criterion Collection of The Naked Lunch sitting on my shelf.
Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah.
I was about to go into a whole other movie thing, but I'm not gonna do it. You know what?
Yeah, we should talk about basketball.
I'm gonna be mature. I'm gonna be an adult. We're not gonna talk more Jim Jarmusch. Not gonna talk Criterion. Just gonna move on to talk about the NBA.
He went to film school. My last thing about Jim Jarmusch, went to film school with Spike Lee and Ang Lee. They were all friends in film
the Lee
school.
twins.
Yep, same filmmakers.
Between okay, let me ask you this. In the love triangle of Spike Jonze, Spike Lee, and Ang Lee, what's the single best movie?
Do the Right Thing.
Yeah, probably, right?
I like Spike Jonze. Don't get me wrong. I like Her.
Yeah.
I like Adaptation. But yeah, I think Do the Right Thing is one of the like 20 best movies of all time.
Sense
so
and
like probably
Sensibility?
that one. Sense and Sensibility pretty good. Not one of the 20 best movies of all time.
Yeah, okay. I think that this should we invent this game? Should we like create a cinematrix where it has to like connect 3 directors by either first or last name? You have
That'd
to
be
pick
pretty
a
good.
like a best
Brokeback.
movie.
I mean, Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon is definitely
Yeah.
probably the one I would pick. People
need to
really
rewatch
like
that before I
Brokeback
go
Mountain.
watch-
I like Brokeback Mountain.
4 hours of Kill Bill. I need to rewatch Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon.
I really want to see Lust Caution. That's my next Ang Lee watch.
I am unfamiliar with that. My next Ang Lee watch is going to be The Incredible Hulk.
Can I pitch you Lust Caution?
Yeah, sure.
It's set in Japanese-occupied Shanghai during World War II about a young woman who joins a plot to assassinate a high-ranking official but falls in love with him.
Whoa.
Does
Double
it sound
feature?
sick? Does
Double
it sound
feature
awesome?
that with The Handmaiden?
Stars Tony Leung. Tony
Not
Leung's the best. I love
even
and
know
Joan
who that is.
Chen. You know who Tony Leung is. You've definitely
Do I?
seen some Tony Leung movies. Yeah,
Hold on, let
definitely.
me see.
He's the main character. He's the main guy in the Mood for Love.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, he's also Shang-Chi's dad.
Got it. Yeah, okay. So I've seen some of his movies.
Yeah.
Lust and Caution. Oh, Infernal Affairs. He's the Infernal Affairs guy.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay.
Chungking Express. I think
wait,
actually, now I'm looking at it. I think of his big movies, the only one I haven't seen is Lust Caution.
Well, there you go. You can complete the. I love it when I click on someone's name on Letterboxd and it goes 100% watched. I'm like, oh,
It's pretty good.
this makes me feel
Yeah.
good. Anyways,
I don't think I'm there. I don't think I've seen a single director's entire filmography.
I have
I
it
think
for Nolan and Villeneuve.
Oh,
I think.
I have Nolan and Villeneuve.
Yeah. I think that might be.
I
it.
definitely have it for a few directors. I don't know what I'm saying. I absolutely have it.
Yeah,
for a few
and like some of the
directors.
guys that are like up and coming now that you don't think of because we have such reverence for like the stapled names, but you have like
And Jordan Peele. I've seen all of Jordan Peele. You know, like
Right.
there's
Zach
Coogler.
Kreger.
Kreger. Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Exactly.
I will now no longer Bradley Cooper because I haven't gone to see whether the thing is on yet.
Everyone's
Is it
asking,
on?
is
Everyone's
this thing
asking,
on?
is this
You know,
thing on?
everyone's out here. They're running down the streets yelling, asking if this thing is on.
Yeah. You didn't give me a glowing review of that movie, and Blank
It's a
Check's
movie.
review of that movie was not good enough for me to be like, you know what, I'll fire this up. I'm gonna go out. I'm gonna leave my home in 2026, the year of our Lord, and go see is this thing on.
My dad, who is a former stand-up comedian and has been divorced,
Was
liked
like,
it.
eh.
Yeah.
Oh,
But that's it. Like, he didn't love it. He wasn't like best movie of the year. He was like, I liked this. Let me pitch you on why you should see it.
okay.
It has the most absurd casting of the year
Really?
with Peyton Manning as
What? Peyton Manning's in this
a
movie?
guy in the movie. Yeah.
That's crazy.
That is the case to
Peyton
see.
Manning is in this.
Yeah,
Is this
I'm not
thing
gonna-
on?
I'm not going to give you any other context. The reason to watch it is for the moment Peyton Manning comes out, and you, as
And you
someone who's
go-
been watching football for like almost all of Peyton Manning's career, like you probably missed the first few years because of sentience. But
Yeah.
like your whole football life was basically Peyton Manning, and then long enough for him to retire and take over the Manning cast and have like, I don't know, podcasts or something. Just to watch him show up and not be Peyton Manning, and you're like, what the fuck is happening?
It'd be like, LeBron's been in a bunch of movies, but he always plays LeBron.
Yeah.
Like as a
Yeah.
bit.
Yeah.
How can you
Yeah.
be? You can't be an athlete and go into a movie and be like, now I'm this character, except for professional wrestlers. That's the one exception.
That's what I was gonna say. Peyton Manning looked at LeBron and said, "I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna do Batista."
I'm gonna do Dave Bautista. Can we get Dave Bautista in some better movies? Remember when he was in Blade Runner 2049? That was cool, man.
Friend of the show, Mike Regan, texted me and said, "If you ran into Jared Leto on the street, would the first thing you said to him be, 'Hey, you were great in Dallas Buyers Club,' or 'Man, the kill really bangs'?"
I think the first thing I would say, I love when you got your face blown off in Panic Room.
I said I would tell him that the height of his career was Blade Runner 2049. That he's in for like 3 scenes.
It definitely was.
2
That's
lines of
definitely
dialogue.
what it was.
Yeah. It's also the only time in his life he's looked healthy. I don't know what is with that guy where it's like he saw
Well, I don't know if you knew this. He actually has a disease that makes him a living vampire. That's what makes him a Morbius. It makes him a Morbius, you know.
Do you think him and Aaron Taylor Johnson are just like on a text thread together grousing about Sony Spider-Man villains?
Spider-Man villains. Maybe Aaron Taylor Johnson is probably has some problematic stuff going on too. So they're just in the mildly
Does he
problematic guys. I mean, we should cut this out because I don't think it's actually that problematic. It's not even him. It's more like he started dating his now wife when he was like 18 and she was like 38, and now they're married and she's like 60, and you're like, what happened here? I'm just confused because it's Aaron Taylor. You're Aaron Taylor Johnson, so I'm like, what happened here?
Yeah, you're Craven the Manhunter.
You're Craven.
I don't know why I keep calling
She was craving the Manhunter.
I don't know why I keep calling him the Manhunter. That's not his name. I've like
Craven
added.
what is his name? It's Craven.
It's just Craven the Hunter.
Craven the Hunter.
There's no man involved.
Martian Manhunter.
I am thinking of Martian Manhunter, who Aaron Taylor Johnson should also play.
Martian Manhunter is usually a black character, so nice job whitewashing that one, Adam. Great job. Nailed it.
Hey, next week, fucking Bone Temple.
Bone Temple is next week? Jesus, I still have like 5 movies to watch. I gotta see Ann Lee. I gotta see Die My Love. I gotta see if this thing's on. I gotta see. Finally caught No Other Choice. Good one. Good. Hey, pretty good. No notes. Good job, Park. Crushed it.
Yeah, that movie is so in my wheelhouse. I totally get why you were slightly softer on it than me and why Noah was way softer on it than me.
Yeah.
But that movie is so my shit.
It drags really bad. The first half of it, I was like, this is a 5-star masterpiece. Like, let's fucking go. And then the second half, I'm like, nothing here is bad, but this is dragging. This is dragging hard.
And see, for me, the second I finished watching it, I could have sat down and watched it again.
Yeah, no. Basically, everything after the second kill, I'm like, there's like one too many bits happening here.
That's it. It's a movie of bits.
It's a very funny movie. The scene where he's getting the snake venom sucked out of his leg in the woods. It's fucking out of control.
What is with Park Chan-Wook and snakes? That guy's got a snake.
Oh yeah, you watched Handmaiden right after.
I watched Handmaiden.
Handmaiden is an actual 5. Handmaiden is my favorite Park movie. That's actually my 5-star.
It's it's crazy that I watched No Other Choice than Handmaiden because I would absolutely love No Other Choice, and then I watched Handmaiden. I'm like, I think it's better. And so now I'm being like the contrarian. Well, actually, the king of Korean cinema is Park Chan-Wook and not Bong Joon-ho.
Handmaiden probably has 3 separate instances of the best movie twist of the 21st century.
Every time they start a new
act, it does
it
3 times.
Yeah. And it's, I don't want to spoil anything for people who haven't seen Handmaiden. It's the same twist over and over, and every time it works.
Yeah, they keep doing the same one, and every time you're like, oh, they did it again.
I like how
see it coming.
10 minutes ago we said we're going to start talking about movies and start talking about basketball, but I'll make this last point.
We just need to do the movie podcast. What are we doing?
This is going to be a deleted scene for sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
Listen, if you had more time, we would absolutely just do a movie
Handmaiden
podcast.
Sex Dungeon. We should do an entire pod on the Sex Dungeon.
If we could figure out a pitch that works where we can do a movie podcast, I'll edit and post it.
Yeah, I know, bud. I know you will.
Here's what I'll say. Final thing about Handmaiden, and then I'll let you say your piece, and then we'll move on to basketball. And this will all be a deleted scene anyways.
Yeah.
Spoiler alerts for Handmaiden. One of the top 5 all-time scenes is when she goes to hang herself in the cherry tree.
Yeah.
And the other girl catches her.
It's so good.
And when
oh my God, they do it
when she
3
spills the
times,
plot, and the other girl gets like super upset about it and just lets go, and she's just swinging back and forth, choking.
And it's a wide. He does the same thing
Yeah.
in No Other Choice, where it cuts to an ultra wide shot, and the girl, she walks away like frustrated, like, I can't believe you've done this to me, you son of a bitch. And behind her, she's like squirming.
Yeah.
It's so funny. And then she's like, oh, it turns around. She's like, oh shit. God, I fucking love Park Chan-Wook, dude. That's also probably his only movie that has a happy ending. Happy-ish ending.
You don't think Old Boy has a happy ending?
If you do, then we might have to have a talk.
Cuts off his tongue and
and finds out he fucks his daughter.
Yeah. You don't think that's a happy ending to a movie?
Yeah.
No Other Choice is a happy ending, right? I mean, they get away with it.
No Other Choice, I think, has one of the most depressing endings I've ever seen in a movie.
It's a little bit of a Graduate ending.
It is definitely a Graduate ending, but it's a Graduate ending where it's like, I was like, oh, this is a Park movie, so like, what is the most depressing thing that could happen here? And the most depressing thing is actually he gets away with it, but in doing so has sold his soul, and his family no longer loves him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Simply, I say, find a wife that, despite your alcoholism and your abuse, will lie about you murdering someone.
That's real love right there.
That's real love.
Dude, when the dogs come back and they immediately run to the apple tree, I was like, oh no. My whole theater was like, no. So good, dude.
Is that tapping thing that they keep doing? Is that a Korean thing, or is that like a thing they made up for the movie?
That's something I was wondering. That is that like a well-known like an adaptation when he goes to the Robert Mays or whatever, the screenwriting convention or whatever?
Yeah.
Or is that something they made up? I don't actually know. That's a good
only one way
question.
to find out. I think one of us has to live completely immersed in the culture.
In Korea?
Yeah, in Korea. Exactly.
Yeah. Do you think it felt to me like somewhere that the company sent him to? The company was like, well, we're firing you, but we'll send you to this thing.
It's like how you'd always hear stories about how like at textile mills in China, they had suicide nets. It's like, oh, wow, work conditions are really sad everywhere.
Yeah, exactly.
So we should all go live in France.
Yeah, that's probably a good call.
If you tell them that they got to work 40 hours a week, they have literal riots.
I'll be like, fuck you.
Yeah.
And they're all happier than us, Yeah,
we could just go there, smoke,
but their
drink
movies
wine.
Suck.
Portrait of a Lady on Fire?
The only countries that make good movies are the ones with terrible labor conditions. That's my take.
It really inspires people,
Yeah. Yeah, Portrait of a Lady on Fire is pretty good.
Yeah,
that's probably a good call.
That's another one that I have tons of stock in.
Name another French movie. Letterboxd Adam.
L'Enfant?
Whatever. Fucking
Le Samurai? Well, we're going on.
Yeah, I guess we already named one today. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, basketball?
It'd be so funny if you just ripped off like Truffaut's entire filmography.
Yeah. I'm not that much of a
Which
sicko
NBA
yet.
player can rip off Truffaut's entire filmography? Is there like a huge cinema sicko in the NBA?
I would say Wimby, but he reads Sanderson, so he's probably like...
Yeah, he's probably like... Yeah, he reads Sanderson. Do you think he's ever read any Joe Abercrombie? That's...
Yeah. You know how like
really
there's
in the
always
weeds
been
on
that
this one.
theory that LeBron doesn't actually read books, he just likes holding them open in front of people?
Yeah.
Do you
I've
think...
heard this.
Do you think that Wimby is doing the opposite, where he's only reading Sanderson in front of people, so they think that he just reads like Pap, but like behind the scenes, he's like reading like Chaucer?
Yeah, behind the scenes, he's like, what is he's reading like, he's just like digging into the Poppy War or whatever. Like, really like award-winning science fiction fantasy,
Yeah, he's sitting down reading Foundation and like follows it up with Dostoevsky and Do Androids Dream of Electric Sheep.